Okay, you guys, that's the deal now. Stay over
We
here.
are live.
Yes, we're live.
Matter that we're live. Noelle is tending to children. Actually,
I am.
I just realized.
If anybody has seen my working mom video, this is reality for me today. My au pair this morning left for her Christmas vacation, and she chose to be gone the entire time that the kids are off from school. Fancy that. Why would she do that? Why would she do that?
I mean, do you want me to talk about your first world problems with your au pair?
Yes.
I don't think you do.
So
So we are live, and we do not have a guest today because what we're going to do today is we are going to talk a little bit about like what we've accomplished in 2019 with video, what we intend to accomplish in 2020 with video, and hopefully give you guys some ideas. But also, we are going to do viral video one more time in 2019, next week, Monday again, right, Noelle?
Yes. Yep.
And
we
are asking for your submissions. So we're going to do this throughout the show because you never know how long people are going to listen. But if you have a video or two that you feel like just was like profound and was amazing, it doesn't matter what kind of video. It could have been a parody. It could have been a listing video. It could have been a branding video. It could have been anything. What did you love? What did you see in 2019 that kind of just made you stop and say, holy crap, that was awesome? Share a link in the comments below, because Noelle and I are going to kind of go through, review them, pick out our favorite, the winner, our favorite video of 2019. And I didn't make this rule, or we haven't talked about this, but it can't be you or I. not that I would win anything.
Yeah, not our videos, We're going to do a countdown. Probably top 10. We'll narrow it down and just go through almost like the ball dropping. Ooh, yes, but video style. And so if there was a video that stuck out to you or changed the landscape of your real estate over the last year or motivated you to get out there and do video, we want to see it. We want to hear it. We want to know what it was.
Which is kind of a good segue to what I think you and I can talk about this year, because I think, and you and I have talked, like we've become really good friends, and we just met in person January 8th of 2019.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy?
Our 1 year anniversary is coming up.
Isn't that crazy? And it happened for one reason for both of us. Like the reason we're in the rooms that we're in now and the stages that we stand on now, one reason, singular reason. Video.
Figure that was the answer.
It's video. It's video. It's absolutely insane the amount of impact video can have on your business. And it's not like you're going to shoot some videos tomorrow and all of a sudden you're going to be standing on stages, or it's going to have this massive effect on your business immediately. It's a long game. But if you start shooting video in your business, in 2 to 3 years, I promise you, it will have a massive effect on your business, micro, macro, whichever level you want to go. And we are living and breathing proof of it. So Noelle.
Yes.
Tell me what you think was probably for your business. You know, you're a real estate agent, you're a broker. What would you say in 2019 was probably your best video for your business?
Oh, geez. You know, that's funny. I made Tori, our videographer, go back and make a list of every single video that we did over this last year so that he and I can kind of go through and look at the impact that all the videos had throughout the year.
I saw that.
Real life, people. And you know, I really don't think that I can put my finger on one singular video that changed the landscape of things for me.
Give me one of you. What comes to mind?
Well, right now what comes to mind is my real life mom video, which actually I got more private messages off of that video than I could have anticipated, because it spoke to women that are at home, that are afraid to do video, that are afraid to get out there and work, that are in this kind of a setting that really needed a push to go somewhere else. And yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's kind of hard to
pinpoint one?
To pinpoint just one.
So let me say that, first of all, share that video, by the way. So make a note, share that video in the comments, because I think that people need to see that. I agree with you 100%. Like, women get so caught up in how they look and how they sound and that they have to be perfect. But in actuality, you're going to get more engagement. and more action on your videos and more views if you're real and if you actually intentionally don't do it all dialed up.
Well, yeah. I mean, I've been home. I almost said no to this today, and I'm like, what the heck? It's real life. I'm home. I'm home today. My kids are home from school, and I've been cleaning literally all day at home, and here I am.
In all your glory.
In all my glory. I think what I would say, the video series that I did of the multiple Noelles, that really took off for me this year. And the first one I did was liked so much that it caused me to create more of that content throughout the year. So I would say that that was probably my most influential thing. But
explain the video. Explain that video.
So the very first one I did, it was to create branding awareness around Bright Birch. And so I had 3 of me in a conference room describing what I thought would be the best way to describe what we were trying to do at Bright Birch, right? And so each person, each one of me represented a piece of who I was trying to play in my daily life. There was Realtor Noelle, there was Broker Noelle, and there was Creator Noelle. And so the 3 of us were sitting in a room talking, and each one of us had different ideas. And that video really took off, and I had crazy enough concepts in there, because that's really how I think, that it really got people's attention. And so then I just rolled with it. I did several more throughout the year, this last year.
I remember it well.
But my most viewed video this year was the cribs video.
Really? And that was kind of like, that was earlier in the year.
Yeah, that was like winter. Last winter. Yep, after Christmas.
And you've done a crap ton of really good videos since then. I mean, from dancing to, 80s music to you name it. I mean, or was that 70s? What was that?
80s. It was definitely 80s.
Not bad.
Yes. But you just never know. If you've got an idea that you think might be the idea, do it. Because you just never know what's going to resonate with people. And that's the thing that I have learned. Instead of shying away from my crazy ideas and the crazy concepts that we've kind of had over the last year, I just embrace it and do it now. Instead of like getting scared to hit, publish every time, I just do it now, because you just never know which video is going to resonate with somebody.
That brings up a good point, because I know that anybody watching this or listening to this, you go through the same thing. I did. I remember when I was posting my first videos, which by the way, had nothing to do with mortgage or real estate. And I remember getting like super nervous, like shooting the video, I was nervous. But then when I was posting it, my heart was pounding out of my chest. Like, holy crap, just do it. Don't worry about what anybody's going to say or think. That's what you have to get over in order to create more videos, which Rhett brought up a good one, by the way, when he said, Lajala.
Oh, yeah, there's another one.
Making fun, like so in other words, self-deprecation. That's Noelle making fun of her Minnesota accent.
I am very self-deprecating, and anybody that watches my videos will know that about me.
As you all should be, actually.
Yeah.
Well, and I think there's another point to be brought up too, is that when you're thinking about integrating more video into your business, think about shooting less video. Actually, don't think about it. Do this. Create content that's entertaining. Like when you have those goofy ideas, when you're in the shower or you're hanging out with your family or you're just doing whatever it is, like Noelle's gotten really good at figuring out ways to create entertaining videos that spin back to branding. That's what she does. So she's really freaking good at it. But like I just did this eggnog video, and intentionally, actually it wasn't even my idea. I just helped execute it. But it had nothing to do with mortgage or real estate, nothing. And it was a 10-minute video. And it's gotten some pretty good play. And we just wanted to entertain our audience around the Christmas time. And that's it. That's it. More eyeballs creates you being remembered more often, which creates more opportunities. And that's where so many real estate agents get in their own damn way. And they think, if I'm going to go live, if I'm going to shoot a video, I need to talk about real estate. And you're wrong. You're 100% wrong.
Well, everybody knows I rarely talk about real estate in my videos anymore. Most of my sphere knows that when they see a video, it's going to be entertaining. They know already that I'm in real estate. And so for me, when we were at Bomb last year and we were interviewing Steve Passanelli, or it was this year, I guess. Yep.
Everything was still this year. That's the funny thing.
Oh gosh, it's been a long year. But his thing that resonated with me was that people's attention is a gift, and you have to treat it that way. And so that is the number one thing that I would remind people as they start planning their videos for the next year and they try to find inspiration in what they're going to put out. How do you gift those people with their attention? Like if they're gifting you with their attention, what are you gifting them back with? What are they watching? Is it going to be for entertaining? Is it going to be educational? Is it going to be, you know, what is it going to be that you're providing them? And be really intentional when you're putting a video out there, instead of, you know, the old, I'm going to go live and I'm going to walk around this open house. You know, I beat this to a dead horse, but I still see people that I know they know my coaching on this. I still see people doing this.
Mm-hmm.
I still see them doing things that are not of value, you know,
that are not going to gain their attention. Cause like, and you and I both talk about this, you have 3 seconds to grab their attention, arguably less. So that first, let's just call it 5 seconds. That's like critical. So if you use that 5 seconds to say, hey, this is Jeff and I'm standing in front of, gone. You already lost your viewers. Why are they going to stop around to see that? Because everybody else is doing it. You have to have a hook. You have to do something to create intrigue, unless you're going to create super creative videos like Noelle does. And frankly, we've gotten into doing a lot of that stuff too, which by the way, Noelle talks about her video with the 3 people, the clone, which is super advanced video. It's really hard to shoot. It's really hard to execute. It's really hard to, you need a professional videographer to do that, because we do it too. And they're actually a lot of fun when it's done. It's hard to create, but I created a parody video exactly mimicking Noelle's video, just purely to make fun of her. And I'll be honest with you, the main reason I did it was twofold. 1, to make fun of you, but 2, because I knew that your video was so popular that I would piggyback on the popularity. I'm not stupid. And, you know, I knew that if I did all of the things that people love about you and teased you about it, it would be enjoyable. It'd be entertaining. And I actually spun that back to mortgages too, by the way, or I spun it back to,
yeah, you did.
I spun it back to branding.
The same storyline, and you remade it. And I think this year was kind of the year of the parody, honestly. Like I ended up doing parodies this year quite a bit, and I watched a whole bunch of people do really successful parodies. So it'll be interesting to see what people put on this list of suggested videos, because I honestly think it was kind of the year of the
parodies and music videos, which and again, by the way, we're talking, when we say the year of parodies, we're talking like, we can probably count on 2 hands how many people we're really talking about that are doing this at a high level. So don't let what Noelle just said intimidate you and think, oh man, I'm too late. You're not too late. Like, we all have different spheres of influence. Like the video that I created parodying Noelle, of my 4,800 friends on Facebook, like 25 to 50 of them actually understood what the hell I was doing. The other 4,000 something had no idea. And that's the point. Like, you can get away with that. You can literally take people's ideas, spin them into your own, and spew it out to your audience. And that's okay. Now, my opinion is give the person credit. Like, let them know you're doing it.
Absolutely.
But yeah. I mean, imitation is the sincerest form of flattery. So don't forget that, people. I mean, like, use it to create content if you're not creative like Noelle is, and then create the content and parody people.
Well, most of the stuff that I do that's creative is a parody of something that I saw on YouTube or some other marketer, you know, just non-real estate related. And that's how I think. I think, okay, how can I take that and turn that into a real estate piece, you know, or content for my own business. So, you know, just because my ideas appear to be creative, some of them are direct, you know, duplicates of high level, high end marketing companies, and just trying to figure out how I can simplify it and reuse it.
Exactly right. Exactly right. And one of the things, so Whitney mentioned she hates live open house videos, and I would 100,000,000% agree with you. However, there is a way to make that stuff more engaging and more entertaining. And you can, like again, if you get really creative with the intro, and I created a listing video for an agent just for the purpose of showing him how to create a hook. And all I did was I had him send me pictures of the house and to give myself ideas. And guess what? There was a basketball hoop on the front on the driveway. So what did I do? I knew exactly what I was going to do. I showed up with a ladder and a basketball, and we shot a video with me dunking a basketball in slow motion. And that's going to grab your attention. Like, boom. All right, I'm going to watch this. What is he doing? And that's the way you need to think as an agent. Like, what can you do? Is there a doggy door? Poke your head out the doggy door. Like, what can you do that's going to grab their attention? Like, what is this person doing? And don't think to yourself, I'd like to get your opinion. A lot of people will say, oh, well, that's not very professional.
Yeah.
What's your response to that?
Well, I don't really care about that anymore. I just don't. I've kind of gotten over that, you know, piece of it. In fact, I did, last week I posted a tiny hands video, and somebody commented on there saying, this is, I will never stoop this low. In fact, I've had a few people that have commented on my video saying I will never stoop. Oh, let him hear this here.
I'm so appalled that I threw my headphones.
But I've had a few people that have come on and said, I will never stoop this low. That's unprofessional, et cetera, et cetera. And the last one, it was one of my friends that was mimicking and joking, saying that they would never stoop that low, because then he in turn made that parody I shared in the LCA this last week. But I've had people say that to me. I've had other realtors say that to me, but it's never been my sphere, and it's never anyone that I'm trying to do business with saying those things. Right. It's usually other realtors that are intimidated or trying to, you know, knock you down a level. And I don't care anymore. I'm just if I have something that's going to hook them in, I'm going to use it.
Yeah. And if you start shooting video consistently, Noelle and I can attest to this. Anybody doing it at a high and consistent level will tell you, you will start to ignore the noise. Like the noise, like your fans, the audience who supports you, fans is maybe a strong word, will be there for you. Like they will support you, and there'll be one out of like 30 voices who's just an a-hole, and they're intimidated. That's just it. They're not doing it. And the response, you know, what I would like to say to sometimes is people is like, hey, you watched it, didn't you? You took the time to not only watch it, but also reply to tell me that you think I'm an idiot. I caught your attention, didn't I? And that's the point.
Absolutely. Yeah. Okay. So next week, just to reiterate for everybody that missed it, we are looking for you all to come on and share with us what was 1 or 2 videos this last year that fellow realtors did that stood out to you, because we're going to do a countdown of the top 10 next week.
So we need at least 10.
We need 10. We need 10, and he and I could come up with 10 for sure, but we want to hear from you guys. What were 10 videos this year that stood out to you throughout the year, and that maybe were a game changer for you in your own video business? And then I think next week we can also talk just a little bit about setting goals for 2020, or starting to think about it. And then as we get into 2020, we maybe are going to do more of a goal setting challenge. What do you think about that?
I love it.
I love it. So, and you know, if you guys have input on that, or input of things that you would like to talk about in 2020, we want to hear from you. We want to know. We've been doing this for a year now. What have you enjoyed over the last year? If you've consistently watched, what could you use more of? What do you want to hear from us? You know, I think the first half of the year, we spent a lot of time talking about equipment and technique. And then we kind of segued into having a lot of guests throughout the last year, just to bring other people in front of you, to show you ideas of what other people are doing besides just the two of us. Mm-hmm. So what kind of things would you guys like to see over the next year? And as we move into that goal setting, what you know, are you guys thinking about?
Yeah, so to reiterate what she just said, and I see people are tagging people. So again, continue to tag people in this video. And sometimes people aren't going to sit and watch 30 minutes of the video. I get it. But let them know, like, hey, you had an awesome video, Sally Smith. Put it in that link, because we want to see it. And I would love to see from people that we don't know. Because this world's massive. These two countries, this continent is huge. Really, it's USA and Canada here. So, and there's a lot of people that we've had on here that Noelle and I could easily come up with 10 videos like that from those people.
Well, because we've had more than 10 guests.
Yes, I'd love to hear from others. I would love to hear from others as well, so we can find new people, which, by the way, in 2020, so one of the things that Noelle and I are going to do We have been fortunate enough to both be announced as a part of the 2019 Video Influencers by BombBomb, which was like awesome. And we were both very honored for that. But our goal is we're getting to know these people. We're hanging out in these circles. So there's like 30 people on those lists and across like 6 or 7 different categories. We're going to try to interview every single one of them in 2020. And which is cool because they're going to, every single one of those people brings unique value.
This is the first I'm hearing that, but it's a great idea.
Well, we talked about this, didn't we? You said when the video influencer list came out, you go, there's our future guest list. And I was like,
well, that's true. I did say that. Yes.
That's
okay.
where that came from.
My idea.
That was your idea.
Oh, it's been a long day, Jeff. I vacuumed my whole house today.
Oh my God. You actually had to vacuum. I'm so sorry. Seth, I'm so sorry for you. Dude. When you get home tonight, she's going to have to put her feet up, dude. You better make her a drink. All right, so I don't have any more comments to talk about. Whitney mentioned Where's Waldo. It's funny, Whitney. I actually was, in one of our listing videos, I was sitting on a toilet reading a Where's Waldo. And again, it was to grab attention. I didn't have my pants down, but it was for the point of grabbing attention. And true story.
Yeah, I've never stooped to that level.
Oh, right. It didn't all start in a bathtub.
It did not. It didn't. I was videoing before I did bathtub videos.
I hate to say it though, that is powerful. Bathtub, shower.
Things that make people get out of their comfort zones, right? So I've moved to the outdoors now, really. So I'm not even really in houses much anymore when I'm doing videos. Like in the woods. Oh. No, like I pour gasoline on myself in the woods.
Yeah, that was one of those videos, by the way, folks. And light a match and pretend like she's going to light herself on fire. Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Well, I think we're ready to wrap this one up.
I guess so. So again, submit your videos, please. We're going to come back next Monday, same time, same place, 4 o'clock Central, 5 o'clock Eastern, 2 o'clock Pacific, and 3 o'clock Mountain Time. We will be on and we'll be recapping and doing our countdown, our top 10, and we'll show all 10 of those videos. Yeah, I think so. As long as they're not 5-minute videos.
Yeah. I think it depends on the length of the videos, but yes.
Awesome. One more thing as well. If I told you about our 2020 vision with guests. If you guys have guests you feel like we should interview, we're looking for people who can bring value and bring unique perspective on how they use video in their business, because we always want to keep changing it up and bringing value to you guys. Because listen, you feel like 2019 was like the year of video, but I'm telling you right now, it's like there's like 2%. I think it's 13%.
Yeah.
Actually.
There's so much room.
There's so much room. Yes. Yeah. Get it going. Do more video. It sounds like Joey is going to throw himself into the mix. Oh yeah, Joey. Yeah. So you were on that retreat that I didn't even know about it.
It was a cool retreat.
Yeah, I know. I wish I could have gone. All right.
Well, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to all. And Happy Hanukkah, because we're right in the middle of Hanukkah right now.
Happy holidays. Happy
holidays. And whatever else we're forgetting. And we will see you next week. Do not forget to submit your videos.
Submit them.
Bye-bye.